level right now. So looking
Your
forward, it's
team
very
is
interesting,
banning.
most especially with the draft that we are going to have right now.
Definitely.
Very, parang important yung pagiging complex ng mga teams, and it is going to be very beneficial for them because Selena is the first pick. Kung hindi mo matatanong, Burger King, just a
Your
while ago,
team is
Selena has been
banning.
giving problems for some of the teams
Yeah.
that we've been having right now. So if you can't really pick it, ban it instead.
Yep, etong dalawang bands natin, the Selena as well as the Matilda, these are heroes that, yun nga, you pick it first or you ban it out, you take it
Yep.
out. Kasi complete headache to, lalo na pagdating sa early stages of the game. The Selena, yung mga abyssal traps niya, abyssal arrows, the early game presence is there. As well as yung Matilda rin, parang mapapatanong ka sa Matilda, is this actually a support or are you an assassin or a mage?
Yeah.
Parang ganun yung dating ng isang Matilda. And of course, by the way, guys, you're watching the game or the series between Pirates and Sage. Just a little background, Sage, they've been here for a while in AcadArena. And Pirates, they're a new face. So, kumbaga parang so na pag nasa rank games ka, you don't know who you're up against, you don't have a lot of info. Parang hindi mo alam kung ano yung ibaban mo. So, you're just gonna take out yung mga metabans like Selena and Jawhead for the side of Pirates. And for the side of Sage naman, yes, very safe ito, the Hayabusa as well as the Matilda. But of course, since yun yung naging bans, it's gonna be a Ling prioritized for the side of Pirates. What do you think about that?
Very interesting because of the fact that we have Bardahe here with the Ling prioritizing a jungler. And that will also somewhat be the point para sa side ng Sage CARITAS. Pero itong si Skate using this Pakito, most of the time kasi nakikita natin sa
Yeah.
postings na si Pakito ay ginagamit as a jungler. But now,
Jungler.
they have to transition doon sa side lanes kasi gusto nilang unahan yung mga members ng Pirates. And looking at it, 3 bans, very interesting kasi ang daming na-open. Kung mapapansin mo, Farsa is going to shy and midge with this Lapu-Lapu. So the engage potential from both the Lapu-Lapus, Bravest Fighter, and the Tempest of Blades of Bardahe is really gonna be there for them.
Gusto ko yung mga ganitong moments, Sona, yung tipong labasan na ng assassins. Kasi most of the time, usually kasi tinatake out yung mga assassins. So the teams, they go for mga Roger picks or yung mga
Yeah.
marksman jungler like the Yi Sun Shin, which we've seen earlier between Mustang as well as Pylon Fiwa. And it didn't work so well for this time. It's gonna be assassin versus assassin. Pero for the last bans here, for the side of Sage, they can take out Boss 5. Boss 5, kasi wala pang talagang tank dito. They have an EXP, they have a mid laner, they also have the jungler. So they can take out the tank. And as I'm saying that, it's gonna be the Akai here for the side of Sage CARITAS. And ito naman, for the side of Pirates, Sona, any predictions?
Any predictions for the side of the Pirates? Obviously, Post 5 is really missing. So, they have banned the Akai kasi doon mahihirapan itong si Trebi with the, jukes coming in from the Lancelot. So, kailangan na talaga nilang i-ban yan. But looking forward, I was thinking of Scathe transitioning to either XP lane or gold lane. But now that we have Rise using this Claude, alam na natin na XP lane itong si Pakito that hopefully will be countered by this Lapu-Lapu. So we'll be seeing an all-Filipino light matchup in the, in the XP lane. Very interesting and nearly things. And I don't know how to read this one. Let's just say boss, boss run. Boss Ron with Lunox is going to complete the lineup here.
Yeah.
May scaling yung side ng Pirates with this Lunox. Pero grabe yung engage potential nila. Lowing that 4 of the heroes coming from the side of Pirates ay meron talagang capability in team fights.
Yep, but when it comes to scaling naman, so I have to go with the side of Sage here. They have the Claude. Lalo na ngayon, pabor sa marksman yung gold lane. So, in terms of scaling, I would go with the side of Sage. Pero syempre, early game potential here for the side of Pirates. They have the Ling. They also have this Croc. So, I'm expecting a lot of early game invades, parang pressure for the side of Pirates naman. Pero ikaw, your thoughts with this Veil pick pala ng Sage, Sona, what do you think about it?
Actually, very interesting with the Veil pick given the fact na kayang-kayang mag-poke kasi nito especially with the wind skills na kanyang naibibigay. It's going to be important kung papaano niya ilaland ito with the Farsa, kung dadating ba yung Feathered Airstrike. Kasi si Farsa, kailangan niya lang tumayo and that is the best option or best opportunity para sa isang Veil na mag-cast ng kanyang mga skills all in all. So, it's going to be important and makikita natin yan dito sa laban right now.
Yep, it's gonna be big yung positioning dito ni Ashley as the Veil, but early game, dito agad ang ating dalawang tanks. Nelly just doing Nelly things talaga for the side of Pirates. And I'm liking this Sona kasi so far Pirates, I haven't seen them play as well as Sage. I feel like this is gonna be the first time they're gonna go head to head. So sobrang exciting nito eh. Lalo na parang ano eh, you don't know what to expect from them.
Yeah.
You don't know what kind of plays they'll be doing. So sobrang excited ako. But definitely, Sage, they have to put all the resources onto the top lane. Lalo na Claude ito na wala masyadong items pero agad the engager coming in from our two teams, but it's just gonna be a poke for the side of Sage as well as Pirates. No casualties yet since this is the 1 minute mark pa lang.
Yup, 1 minute mark indeed. Akala ko magkakaroon ng laban doon
Oo nga eh.
doon sa side ni Jared. Jared Lito, Wanderer, if you would ask. I got that from Coach Leo, but now we have the fight dito sa top lane. Napapansin mo, BK, yung engage coming from these teams, yung side nila na napakalaki, especially with Shy in this mystery shop. Madali siya makakabili ng mga items na kailangan niya for him to be able to scale dito sa ating laro. Pero meron din kasi sinusunod na timer itong side ng OLOFU Pirates. Kapag hindi na nasustain ni Nieli things yung damage na nagagaling coming from the side, especially na sinabi mo rin kanina na itong si Ryze ay scaling hero din, magiging importante na makapag-engage ka agad ang side ng OLOFU Pirates if they want to win this game.
Yep, if they want to win this games, they have to do the early game or the engages that they need to do pagdating sa gold lane, lalo na itong Claude.
Yeah.
Man, parang Nathan yung dating nito eh when it comes to the late game. But agad, both of our teams just getting a feel kung ano nga ba ang next step nila. And I feel like yung susunod or most likely the clash will be happening on the Turtle side. Level 4 na dito si Ashley. So I'm really looking out for the potential burst here of this Veil. Lalo na yung potential steal din sa Turtle. Pero agad dito ang ating Lord Dance. But onto the top lane though, it's not a good time for Ryze as he will be the first casualty of this game. At nga Turtle Dance, I feel like it's gonna be Sage who will secure this safely. I think nabigla doon yung Pirates onto the top.
Nabigla.
I mean, Lunox up against a Claude. Definitely Lunox will win that trade.
Yup, absolutely. Given the fact na ngayon ay kailangan pa kasi ng stacks ng isang Claude for him to be able to deal so much damage in the game. Pero kung tutuusin, kailangan pa kasi niya ng time eh. Yan yung isa sa mga need talaga ng isang Claude. Aside from the stats, yung time for him to be able to itemize. Yung time for him to be able to at least get the necessary buffs na kinakailangan niya. But the all-Filipino matchup na masasaksihan natin dun sa baba,
Bottom
going to
lane.
be Paquito is going to be the winner doon. So, OLOFU Pirates, unti-unti naman silang nananalo ng kanilang mga laban. But Sage CARITAS, may pagbawi pa rin and dikit pa rin ang ating gold lead.
Yes, lalo na pag itong dalawang teams na to naglalaban. But here you go! The engage coming in from our Kufra on you. Bardahe pero mukhang wala pa rin makaka-take down doon. Pero look at that! Trebi goes in and out with the dashes. Pero mukhang hindi siya makakatakas doon. Si Sim for Domi though, going in for the engage but still, you're going up against a Lunox. Medyo mahirap yan. Man, Pirates on fire dito sa ating first game, and I feel like when the turtle comes up, Pirates can still take this. Trebi is down, so it's a reset here for Sage.
Yeah, you know what, BK? Ito yung sinabi mo kanina eh. This is the element of surprise coming in from OLOFU Pirates na hindi pa sila masyadong kilala ng Sage CARITAS. Nagpapakitang gila sila dito. Skills ultimate are on point, especially with the rotations. At napansin ko kanina sa Sage CARITAS, yung mga ultimates like the Phantom Execution and the other Blazing Duat as well, ginamit nila for defensive purposes. So, alam ng mga members ng OLOFU Pirates na, okay, wala na itong mga ulti. Kailangan na nating sugurin sila kaagad kasi wala na silang pabawi sa atin right now. Pero speaking of bawi,
Yep, our all-Filipino matchup, Midge and Skate here onto the bottom lane. Pero mukhang wala tayong casualty dun as both of our teams are now eyeing the turtle up for the grabs. I think both of our teams, they can still grab this. Our junglers are still up. Half-life na ating turtle, pero mukhang marireset ito ng ating mga teams. 2-2 ang ating score, pero look at the feathered airstrike there from the backlines. Taking down Ashley, and there is no burst coming in from the side of Sage, and I feel like Pirates they will be able to safely secure this turtle because that is 2 members down for the side of Sage Caritas. What happened there, Soda?
Wow, very good reset coming from the side of OLOFU Pirates to the point na hinintay muna nila na mag-reposition itong si Boss Ron with his Lunox and Shy with the Feathered Airstrike. Usually, hindi natin madalas nakikita na si Shy ang isa sa mga members na nag-engage kasi andun nga si Nyeli Things. Pero once na napagamit ng Feathered Airstrike itong si Shy to check the brush para at least ma-alis or ma-segregate, ma-separate ang iba sa mga members ng side ng Sage Caritas. Doon na nagsimula yung team fight, taking down 2 heroes and the turtle as well. Ngayon, naghihingolan na sa taas yung but now the fight I think is gonna happen na Burger King.
There you go, the Order of Brilliance by Boss Ron para lang makatakas doon from that clash. And I feel like Sage Caritas, this is something new from them. I've seen them last season. They were solid. They had a solid run. Pero Pirates really putting up a fight, showing us why they deserve to be here in the NCO3. As I'm saying that, si Bordahe ngayon standing at a 2-0-1 as a link. That's something you don't want to see. Pag assassin ka, with so much mobility like a Link, you can just go in and out. You can go in for the killing spree later on. Pero ikaw, Sona, what does Sage Caritas need to do para makabawi dito?
They need to protect Rise with this Claude ngayon. They need to be able to parang pick their fights. And most importantly ngayon, hindi sila pwedeng magpa-burst because a lot coming from the side of OLOFU Pirates, napakadami ng burst potential. Nandiyan si Shy, nandiyan si Boss Ron, and most especially nandiyan din si Bardahe. So yung layers kasi ng mga skills na ibinibigay ng OLOFU Pirates ngayon, looking at it right now, alam nila kung saan nila gagamitin. And Sage Caritas, kailangan nilang protektahan itong si Rise for them to at least makapalag sa mga team fights. But speaking of fights,
Yup, Nelly Tiggs. Wild charge na lang doon para makatakas. Good call though, or good, kumbaga parang good IQ, yun ba yung tawag doon? Kasi parang moments like that, you need to think whether you use your ultimate to escape the situation or go in for the engage. Pero looking real good for Pirates, showing us why they deserve to be here. And malaking bagay to, Sona. They defeated a lot of the Alliance team from the previous season para makakuha ng spot dito ngayon sa ating NCO3. That's a big thing. And right now, they're looking really good. 5-2 ang ating score, 7-minute mark, syempre in favor of Pirates. But the winning condition here for Sage, like what you said earlier, Sona, is you Rise. As this Claude, right now, looking good siya. Meron na siyang Demon Hunter Sword. So, konti na lang. I think Sage giving more space here to Rise. But still, Pirates here, I think they can take this Lord. Nice attempt though by Trevi, but unfortunately the Feathered Airstrike will be there to take you down. Mitch gets a kill though onto Ashley. And that is 2 members now for the side of Sage Caritas. Pero sakto ni Pedro to the top lane. Sige, let's take in some towers after that clash na. Unfortunately, they did not win that clash.
I mean, that was an unfortunate series of events. Most especially kay Trevi. Kasi kanina meron siyang choice Hinihintay niya yung purple buff niya doon sa territory niya for him to at least be able to get that. But now speaking of which, a get off will be out as well. Pero I was mentioning a while ago that Trevi here, 4.1k against a lane ni Bardahe na 6.7 right now. Looking at the difference, most especially sa levels, Bardahe is already at level 13 while Trevi is at level 10. So you can see the impact of the junglers right now. Most importantly, with the way they engage because of the fact that Bardahe is having a free game, making sure to go from one lane to another and picking off as well as through the help of his teammates.
Yep, a nice Feathered Airstrike there by our Forza, by Shy, para lang ma-zone out yung mga members dito ng Sage Caritas and Pirates. I think they will be able to get this second tier turret ng Sage. Pero ang ganda ng Iron Rage ng ating Simperdomi. But unfortunately, Sage Caritas won't be able to get anything from that trade. But hold my thought, Rise there goes in with the Blazing Duet. But unfortunately, yung damage dito ng ating Claude, still not enough. Pero medyo masakit na rin yun. So, nakita mo yun. Medyo pumula yung buhay ng Pirates. So, they have to watch out for that. And with the way that Pirates is playing, they want to take this game as early as possible. I mean, they have a Veil, they have a Claude. So parang, kumbaga, nasa mind ng mga players na to, let's take this game ASAP. I mean, we have the advantage right now.
Yeah, literal na SOS call na ang kailangan gawin dito ng Pirates. Kasi again, they have the timer for this game. Right now, makikita natin almost 6K to 7K na ang kanilang gold lead. And they are making sure that the rest of the objectives are theirs. Kasi nakaposition na sila doon sa ating first lord of this game. But again, if madepensahan ito ng side ng Sage Caritas, most especially pag na-delay nila yung bawat laban na magkakaroon pa sila over the next few minutes, and the items right now, very important kasi naka-DHS na rin and golden staff itong si Claude. So kung nagtataka kayo bakit masakit na kaagad itong si Rise, ay it's because he is already rising to the occasion. Very important fact ngayon na kailangan tingnan ng side ng OLOFU Pirates. But most importantly, sa Sage Caritas naman, ang kailangan nilang problemahin is this bardahe with the DHS, a War Axe, an endless battle, and many more. 3 items for the count. Very important kung paano nila i-engage itong laban na to.
Ling ito eh. Actually, to be quite honest, so na ako personally, I don't like going up against a Ling. Kasi
Yeah.
lahat ng mga heroes nagagamit ko naman. Yung hindi ko nagagamit assassin. And personally, I really hate going up against a Ling. Lalo na parang ano eh, ang dami niyang mobility. Hindi mo siya basta-basta mahuli. And there we go, the engage here. The shutdown though, on the board na kayo. Nice knockups coming in from Skate, but the Lord is still up. At nakukuha nila yung middle inhibitor turret. But I feel like Pirates, they have to disengage from this one if they don't want to get any more casualties. That is Trebi getting a kill off Nelly Things. 2 down for the side of Pirates. Pero dito, nako, medyo overstay yata yung Pirates dito. Order of Brilliance, medyo napaaga dito. Napa-flicker out na rin dito si Shy. Which, by the way, you have to get out of that situation. 3 down for the side of Pirates. But fortunately though, Pirates, they were able to get 2 inhibitors down para sa side nila. So that is, not so sure if that's a favorable trade. Medyo malalim ka doon Going in for the engage, delikado ka dito. Mababurst ka ni Ashley, but fortunately, Mitch, you will be able to get out of that situation. Nako. I think it was overstaying doon, so na. Masyadong matagal doon yung Pirates. I mean, they got what they wanted, yung inhibitors. Pero, ano eh, for me, masyadong matagal sila doon. Cost them a little bit of gold, lalo na ngayon. We are going into the 12-minute war, but nice wild charge there on and defended airstrike as well. And this is a call for Pirates to actually engage. Pero syempre, sabi nila, medyo delikado na rin pagdating sa 12-minute mark. Not yet our TikTok timers, by the way. But also, speaking of TikTok, guys, do follow AcadArena on TikTok. That is at AcadArena. Be sure to follow them after this game. Still on Pirates versus Sage Caritas. Any thoughts, Sona, so far sa mga pinapakita ng athletes natin?
You know what? Hold that thought because another fight is happening, BK.
Yep, agad-agad. Kakasabi ko lang, pero killing spree here by Shy. Nice time and rage though by Sim for Domi. And wala nang taga-engage dito for the side of Sage Caritas. They will be able to take down all the inhibitors here. Perhaps go in for the GG push. But, Sona, do you think Pirates, they'll wait out for this Lord, go the safer route instead of just going for that GG push? Lalo na may Claude dito sa side ng Sage Caritas.
Yeah, they have to. They have to because of the fact that some of the remaining members coming from the side of Sage Caritas, yung mga burst talaga. Yung mga bumubomba ng mga heroes like this Paquito that we are seeing right now. Very important for him to at least be able to pinpoint kung sino ba yung pwede niyang i-knock up kasi yun ang magiging signal for the members of Sage Caritas. Most especially itong si Rise and Ashley to rise to the occasion and rise from the ashes as well. Looking at the items right now, yes, Paquito is the one leading the side of Caritas with a 10k gold pero hindi rin kasi nagpapahuli itong si Claude with a 9.1 as well. Kung tutusin siya pa nga ang mas mataas dito kay Trebi na let's be honest, medyo bumababa na yung kanyang availability. Most especially pagdating ng 15 minutes sa ating game na to the point na hindi na talaga siya nakaka-burst ng ilan sa mga heroes coming from their side. Pero, bardahe naman, yun din yung gusto niyang gawin eh. And most importantly now, na makikita natin na unti-unting humahabol yung Sage Caritas. I mentioned a while ago na they almost led ng Pirates almost led ng at least 7 to 8k in terms of gold. But now, 5k na lang at unti-unti na rin nagkakascale itong si Rise. Pero will he be able to achieve that? Kasi the Lord has been quietly taken down by the side of Pirates.
Yep, and that is a Luminous Lord for the side of Pirates. They can go for the GG push, but still the burst potential ng Sage nandyan pa rin. And actually, Sona, looking at the draft here of Sage, they really missed out on the opportunity. They could have taken the Atlas. Ang ganda kasi ng possible
Yeah.
combo eh. Si Veil with the Atlas, even Veil with the Claude. It's so nice. I mean, I think Simferdomi just going in for the Kufra. Kasi, I mean, Kufra, who wouldn't want a Kufra? Diba? Lalo na kung comfort pick mo ito. So, for the side of Sage, I think you guys missed that opportunity. You could have gone for the nice setups. Kung ano naman eh, kasi setter tank rin naman yung Kufra, setter tank rin naman yung Atlas. Same effect, but mas maganda yung possible combos lang naman. I'm just saying, when you got the Atlas. But the Lord, though, is marching onto our middle lane. And perhaps it's going to be the last clash for both of our teams. And it looks like a tower locker. Lord is still up for the grabs, but Pirates will be taking the first series of this game. Wow!
Wow.
Napawaw tayo kasi newcomers lang talaga sila dito sa AcadArena. And wow, Our Lady of Fatima University Pirates, the new face, taken first game from the Giants, or kumbaga yung team na medyo may solid footing na dito sa AcadArena. So what a surprise, Pirates getting in the first game. Pero best out of 3 naman to Sona. What do you think so far? Ito ang ating post-game analysis. Post-game stats rather.
You know what? This is a very team-oriented fight para sa side ng Pirates. Pero it's also very interesting kasi yun din sana yung gustong gawin ng side ng Sage Caritas, considering that they have the setups coming in from Ashley and Simp for Domi. But unfortunately, they don't have the damage to back it up. Napakalaking bagay kasi na makita natin yung mga yon coming from them. Si Rise kasi he's just starting to rise to the occasion talaga eh.
Yeah.
Nakukuha pa lang niya yung mga items niya, pero hindi enough yon if your tank couldn't be able to sustain the rest of the damage coming from the side of Pirates na nagpipick off, na alam nila that they have the Grok, they have one of the tankiest heroes in the game, most especially now the engage potential ay nakikita din natin. And so far, nagsimula ito doon sa part na kumukuha sila ng mga trades. Yes, may mga overstays na ginawa sila kanina, pero the macro game is very, very efficient. Kung na nakita natin sa kanila from before, nakuha nila yung mga turrets, nakuha nila yung mga inhibitors. Yes, nababawasan sila ng buhay dito, pero ang mahalaga is yung map availability, yung map awareness na meron sila. Napakalaking or napaaganda ng mga setups nila so far, to the point na hindi na nakakakuha ng mga member o ng mga jungle objectives yung side ng Sage Caritas kasi hindi na sila pwedeng lumabas. Kung lumabas sila doon sa kanilang base, tsak mapapunish sila doon sa point na yon. And now that everything has been said and done, it is up for Sage Caritas, the OGs of AcadArena, para mapatunayan ang sarili nila because they are on the verge of losing the series right now. What a showing from the Pirates. Surprise factor indeed na ipakita talaga nila na sila ang nakakatakutan dito sa ating laban ngayon.
Yeah, talaga. Sobrang ganda. Pati rin sa draft nila, they know their draft very well. And this draft coming in from Pirates is a traditional Ling draft. You have a Ling to do the final touch-ups. Meron kang mage from the backlines and meron kang dalawang taga-front, which is the Lapu-Lapu. And most of the time, it's Nelly things with the Grok. So, traditional Ling lineup. And lalo na yung early game nakuha dito ng Pirates, it's so nice na patuloy-tuloy nila nakuha. Kasi I actually felt yung comeback potential dito ng Caritas. Medyo masakit na rin kasi yung damage doon ni Rise. And unfortunately, wasn't able to rise up to the occasion. Pirates, though, getting a good start dito sa ating AcadArena. And of course, AcadArena showing us that you can be gamers and you can also study at the same time. And of course, reminding you guys that AcadArena launched its newest cycle of scholarships that are open to all student gamers. If you have siblings or if you are still in high school or senior high school, you could apply for this scholarship grant. Simply visit acadarena.com/scholarships and get the chance to be a #AcadArena scholar. At ito, speaking of scholarship, agad-agad itong dalawang teams going back into the draft. Sona, what do you think about this first man respecting yung Ling dito ni Bardahe?
Yeah, they definitely have to give respect to the Bardahe ni Ling, kung tutuusin. Kasi ang ganda ng paggamit niya ng Ling to the point na he only had one death in that whole team fight and
Your
na-minimize
team
ng
is
side
banning.
ng Pirates yung mga kailangan nilang gawin. Hindi na sila pumake off or hindi na sila gumamit ng mga kills na sobrang dami. They were just really focusing on the objectives. So I think ang kailangan gawin dito ng Sage Caritas is to mirror kung ano man yung kailangan gawin dito ng Pirates at maunahan sila. Kasi so far, yes, they've been taking the kills, pero Pirates have been converting
Your
in terms of
team
the
is
objectives
banning.
na makakatulong sa kanila in terms of the map.
Kasi, 'di ba? Pero minsan yun yung sakit ng ibang teams. Kung yan, nakakakuha nga sila ng napakaraming kills but they cannot convert it to objectives. Yun yung ano kasi, yun yung mahirap minsan. You get a lot of kills at kaya nga minsan pag after the game, you see na sobrang low kill score nung kalaban pero sila pa rin yung nanalo. Yung kumbaga epic comeback. It's because they weren't able to convert it to
Yeah.
objectives. So, yun, na agad both of our teams. So far, it looks like they want to take out the vision, the early game advantage. And as I'm saying that, early game advantage here though. Sage Caritas locking in the Jawhead.
Sage Caritas. That basically opens up Paquito
Yeah,
for the side of the Pirates. A
definitely.
very good pickup. Ito yung advantage pag nagkaroon ka ng 2 picks dito sa
Yes.
ating start of the draft. Yes, Sage Caritas, nakuha nila yung priority nila, but this gives more opportunity for the Pirates to be able to take more meta heroes na hindi na ban. Kasi actually, ang daming open. May Paquito na napick ngayon, may
Yeah.
Farsa. Very interesting because these Shai also used this Farsa just a while ago, if hindi natin nakakalimutan. And Bardahe is going to be showing his versatility because this might actually be a Paquito jungle.
Yeah, definitely. Ito yung maganda sa Paquito pick eh, Sona. It can go to the jungle,
Yeah.
can go to the EXP lane. Sobrang flexible niya. Minsan kasi when you take this out, tas maglalabas ka pa ng ibang mga fighter, hybrid type of junglers, hindi mo kasi alam kung saan sila pwede i-position. Minsan nga, tank Paquito pa nga. Pero Trebi going in for the classic pick pa rin, the Lancelot. And this time, Rise will be taking in the Lunox. Pero last pick here, Midge, still going for the Lapu-Lapu. Maganda naman yung kanyang performance. Although, I feel like yung presence niya early game, I feel like they have to capitalize this. I mean, Paquito, Lapu-Lapu in one game. So, wow. Pirates.
Man, yung all-Filipino matchup,
Oo.
nagsama na sila kanina
Nagsama na eh.
Nagsama
Yep.
na ngayon, di ba?
Oh, yun.
Kaya ang makikita natin ngayon is yung buy time na kailangan gawin dito ni Mitch. Yun yung isa sa mga bagay na hindi natin napansin mula doon sa matchup na ginawa niya kanina. Very efficient siya with the use of the bravest fighter to the point na yes, yung overstay niya kasi kaya niyang panindigan.
Yes.
Hindi siya nauubusan ng buhay, hindi siya nawawala doon sa team fight. Mas nag-engage doon yung mga members ng Sage Caritas and I think that is also the same thing na gusto nilang gawin ngayon. But so far, picks dito or bans, Eve and Alice, scaling heroes, magic damage, yan ang kulang sa parehas na kupunan. Well, they have the Farsa, they have the Lunox, but they are still both missing a gold lane or a mid para sa side ng Sage Caritas and a tank. Nearly things mukhang seminar ang mangyayari dito.
Oo nga, switcheroo to,
Nag-switch account yata tong mga to kasi Ashley is going to be using a Benedetta and a Ruby naman para kay Skith. Very interesting picks. Pero sa tingin ko, manggagaling talaga ang damage dito kay Simp4Domi because of the fact na wala talaga silang pan-set up. Aside from the I'm offended dito ni Skith, na medyo mahihirapan silang i-pull off kasi grabe talaga yung dash potential coming from the side of the Pirates.
Yep, lalo na if the Pirates, they will be locking in this hard. I like it eh, kasi they always have that late game, parang kumbaga insurance. So, I feel like they can go for the Harriet gold lane up against the Lunox. Pero yeah, late game insurance for the side of Pirates. And consistent pala tong yung kinukuha ng Pirates yung Farsa. Tapos tinatanggal nila yung pwedeng makatapatan ng isang Farsa, which is the Eve. So, sobrang smart ng Pirates when it comes to the draft. They take the Farsa, they take out the Eve. So, wala nang choice dito yung Sage is to take the next best option, the Kagura and the Lunox. And so far, Rise going into the gold lane as the Lunox up against the Harriet. So most of the time, right now, sa patch natin ngayon, Sona, the focus is onto the gold lane. Lalo na ito yung mga scaling heroes eh. Doon talaga yung mga clashes. Yun yung napapansin ko so far. But here you go. Game number 2 for the side of Sage Caritas and Pirates. Pirates yung nakakuha ng ating first game, but who will take this second game? That is the biggest question for everybody. Let us know in the comment section kung sino nga ba ang team na sinusuporta nyo. Sage ba? Sage Caritas or Pirates? Let's head on to the land of Dawn. This is AcadArena and CO3, second series of the day. So, na any predictions for early stages of the game?
I mean, I'm looking at it right now, and Bardahe is definitely going to be very important with the use of this Pakito na nagsiscale from the early to mid game. Most importantly kasi meron siya meron siya nung support system coming in from Yali things. Engage potential is there. To the point na itong si Shai, kung tutuusin, feathered airstrike, nakatayo ka lang talaga, pero hindi ka kasi malalapitan ng iba sa mga miyembro ng side ng Sage Caritas kung mauuna silang or mauuna kayong mag-engage. Diyan ngayon papasok itong si Bardahe with the use of the knock-up strike and Midge as well. Kung hindi mo tutuusin na the team fight, kung team fight lang ang pag-uusapan, magiging mahalaga talaga siya right now. And the Lito Wanderer fight is going for the side of the blue side, which is Sage Caritas. Ito rin, yung nangyari sa kanila kanina, nakuha nila yung Lito Wanderer, and hopefully, they would be able to capitalize on this one.
Yep, lalo na yung Little Wonder, it gives you additional mana regen habang nandun ka sa turtle side. Pero looks like our clash here, low on health dito si Nelly thinks Ashley going in for the engage. At syempre Harriet yan. Ano ba naman ang laban mo sa isang Benedetta when it comes to the early game that can dash in and out? But Boss Ron will be the first casualty here. First blood goes to the side of Sage Caritas. Napakaganda nung response doon ng Sage Caritas. They saw na parang low on health na. Pero dito si Ashley, this time, interesting nga pala, no? Si Ashley, kanina siya yung Veil. This time naman, kumuha siya ng Assassin. So, napaka-flexible nitong si Ashley. Pero your thoughts, this is a Benedetta mid lane or Benedetta Phosphorus. First time I'm seeing this. Any thoughts on this?
Actually, very interesting. Kasi nung pinik niya yung Benedetta kanina, I was thinking more of a Lunox mid lane. Speaking of which, Lunox just disappeared. Pero ngayon, nakikita natin Benedetta. This gives more mobility for the side of Sage Caritas para makapag-dash sila through the snow from one lane to another. Very important yan na nakikita natin ngayon. But so far, simp for Domi. Interesting kasi hindi na niya kailangan samahan pa itong si Trevi. And ngayon, yan ang napapunish sa kanila. Nakukuhanan sila ng isa. Maganda na yung simula nila eh. But yung rotations kasi, dun talaga nagkakatalo at unti-unti rin nakakabawi ang OLOFU Pirates.
Yeah, ba unti-unti sila nakakabawi, and not to mention yung gold or yung gold plating na nakuha doon sa top lane ni Boss Ron 15 as that Harriet. At lalo na, so na ito yun eh, pag may late game heroes, it's so scary. Pag pumatak na sa 15th minute mark, you really have to watch out here for the plays coming in from Boss Ron. Pero dito si Shai going in for the feathered airstrike. Pero Ashley napakaganda ng pinapakita niya. Parang sobrang immune siya sa mga feathered airstrike. Ito rin yung maganda pag may Benedetta mid lane. So far, so good. Hindi makalapit yung Farsa eh. So, kumbaga extra ingat dito from the side of Pirates. But electro final blow here from Ashley. Going in and out. Trying to get Ashley. Will be taking down Shai. In the process, mukhang siya talaga yung target dito ng Sage Caritas. And that is a beautiful execution by Sage Caritas. Getting the favorable trade here. Pero si Midge dito, mag-assist onto the middle lane. But I feel like alam ni Ashley yung strengths niya. Alam niya kung kailan siya papasok, kailan siya mag-disengage as the Benedetta. Pero si Bardahe dito, tatlong members yan. You have to get out of there. Pero wow, so na Benedetta mid lane working so good for the side of Sage Caritas.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely has to really work kasi it limits Shai from going to different lanes given the fact na palaging nandoon itong si Ashley with this Benedetta na 2-0 na as of the moment. Energy shields have been taken down 4 minutes into the game. Very important yan para sa isang Harriet. Although doon sa last team fight nila, medyo na late yung Zaman Force nitong si Harriet na sana makakatulong to at least take down one more hero. But the turtle fight, very important in the early stages of the game.
Yep, nice ejector there, but he's free onto Ashley. Isa pa for the side of Sage Caritas getting in the casualty or syempre yung favorable trade dito for both of our teams. Unfortunately, no, Sona, I wasn't able to see kung sino yung nakakuha ng turtle. Were you able to see kung sino nakakuha ng turtle doon?
It was simp for Domi, Johead. Very interesting. Kasi grabe, ang laking bagay nun kasi yung naglaban sila parehas pero walang nanalo kasi tank yung nakakuha ng turtle objective or nung turtle buff na sana ay magbibigay ng malaking kalamangan in both of these teams. But looking at it right now, here is the point. Benedetta 3.6, nakuha na niya yung first item niya, which is itong War Axe. And now, malaking bagay yan for the side of Sage CARITAS kasi it gives them more options kung i-engage ba sila or magsistay sila doon sa point. Kasi tingnan mo itong si Shai, coming from the side of Pirates. He or she never left itong side ng mid lane na kailangan talaga niyang protektahan yan. Kasi either way, pag napunta dyan yung mga members ng Sage CARITAS, magbibigyan talaga. And speaking of which, Midge!
Midge, nice in a flicker out rather by Midge, pero hindi ka makakatakas. So, dali ka pa ng over. Nice ejector onto Nelly. Thanks you. Unfortunately, wala kang engage coming in from the side of Pirates. Pero si Bardahe dito. Next casualty perhaps for the side of Pirates, pero escape pa siya sa situation. Of course, this is a Paquito. Daming mobility or you can just go in and out. Pero ang ganda talaga ng performance dito ni Ashley. Kasi kanina hindi natin masyado na-feel yung kanyang presence as the Veil. Pero this time pala sobrang effective ng Benedetta mid lane. But as I'm saying that, the top lane here will go down for the side of Sage CARITAS. Pero ang ganda rin ng engage dito ni Rise as that new knocks. But unfortunately, man, not so nice. Trebi, one more and will go down. Pero nice save by Ashley there with the Electo fight. So what's he doing? Ashley things, not Nelly things. And Nelly though, once again for the side of Pirates will be able to escape with that bouncing ball as a Boss Ron comes here to save the day. Still, Sage CARITAS ang leading dito sa ating game number 2.
Very interesting because the layer of skills coming from the side of Sage CARITAS, talagang nakita mo na nandun Just when you thought that Reddy was already gonna be out of the equation, nandoon si Simp for Dobby and the rest of the members of the Sage CARITAS para tumulong sa kanya for him to be able to at least escape. Aside from that, nakakuha pa sila ng kill dito kay Nieli Things with the ejector play na nakita natin from the first few minutes of this matchup. So very interesting kasi laging may pagbawi itong side ng Sage CARITAS. So nakita na natin ngayon that the OGs really mean business. And it's very interesting kasi now, Benedetta and the Ruby, two of the biggest impacts in this game. Scathe, it doesn't really show sa kanyang KDA, pero the fact na kaya niya talagang i-sustain yung lane niya.
Yes.
And nagsistay talaga siya doon. Look at Scathe on the minimap. Where is he right now? Like, yung Ruby nandoon sa bot side, sa kanilang territory. Nakakapag-deny yung mga maliliit na bagay. And speaking of which, ngayon, ay napakaganda kasi unti-unti talaga nila slowly but surely taking over this game.
Yes, taking over this game, and definitely Sage CARITAS capitalizing the fact that they have the early game advantage. They have a 2 assassin setup, and that is a mega kill for Trebi. One more here for the Sage CARITAS, and that is a double kill for Trebi. This time around, shining with this Lancelot pick. Pero sabi rin dito ng Pirates, sige, we'll just try to take the middle turret. But unfortunately, nandito na rin yung Sage CARITAS. So much mobility for this team. You can just go in and out without any problem. And yun talaga yung problema ng Pirates. Tingnan mo yun, Electo Final Blow, mapapaback na lang talaga dito yung Pirates. I just noticed pala na this is a complete dive setup from the side of Sage CARITAS. Dive na dive talaga. Dive, may burst pa sila. Whereas the side of Pirates, mas even out sila. Meron silang AoE, meron din silang dive hero. So, ang hirap kasi, lalo na pag nahuhuli dito yung mga backline damage dito ng Pirates, it's just Pirates, they have to disengage. Lalo na pag si Shai yung nahuli. Yun talaga yung target ni Ashley. And yun yung nakikita kong nagiging problema here for the side of Pirates. Na take down yung kanilang AoE damage dealer. And pagdating sa clash, wala na silang wala silang burst. So, it's so hard for Pirates here. I feel like yung winning condition na lang talaga nila is to wait out until the late game. Until Boss Ron is able to scale up.
But speaking of which, another pick-off is going to be done here by the side of Sage CARITAS. Most importantly now that we are looking at Ashley's spotlight dito sa ating laban ngayon, A Benedetto mid is actually working because you're facing against the Parsa. To the point na kanina dun sa rotations na nakita natin kanina, hindi talaga siya umaalis ng mid lane. That
Yep.
gives more opportunity for the rest of the members of Sage Caritas to engage dito sa
Yep.
ibang mga lanes, specifically bot
Yes.
side.
Yeah, specifically bot side, and Nelly thinks though, nagka-clear lang ng wave, mata-take down pa ng Sage Caritas. That's so unfortunate. Alam mo yung mga moments na ganun na yung tank na lang yung nagka-clear ng wave. So
Yeah,
sobrang
man.
daming ganap, 'di ba? Kasi ano sobrang daming mobility rin ng Sage. Look at Ashley. Later, he's on the top lane, mamaya nasa bottom lane, mamaya nasa middle lane. So much mobility for the side of Sage Caritas, and I guess this is why they're winning the early stages of the game. 10-minute mark, ladies and gents. Nakuha rin ng Sage Caritas ang Lord na nagmamarch na sa ating bottom lane, and Pirates, they just have to hold out. I feel like they can burst down this Lord. Hindi pa naman to Luminous Lord, pero still Sage Caritas going in for the engage or the aggressiveness. Alam nila, kayang-kaya nila to, but I guess the least that they can do is take down more objectives here for the side of Pirates.
Yeah, more objectives indeed. This gives an open opportunity for the side of Caritas for them to be able to at least push both the mid lane. That is what they're doing now.
Yep.
Kasi itong Pirates, they're going to focus on at least taking the Lord down. Yes, you're right, it isn't really luminous, but the fact that the super minions, ang laking bagay pa rin kasi niyan for the pressure na naibibigay doon sa lanes. Looking at the items right now, Lapu-Lapu, very interesting kasi at least it's going to be helping him with the War Axe and the Dominance Eyes to at least sustain in terms of the fights. But if you have the setup, kung tutusin, wala nga talaga silang masyadong setup dito eh. Wala tayong makikitang team fights because of the fact that OLOFU Pirates will thrive in that direction. Kasi they have the burst from Shy, they have the burst from Boss Ron. Pero ngayon ay pumipili na sila ng laban.
Flicker. That is a TikTok play coming in from Skate. What a nice setup coming in from Sage. I am so amazed. But the shutdown though onto Simp for Domi as well as a Rise. And that is Pirates striking back at Sage Caritas. But sobrang ganda nun some TikTok plays.
Man.
We have offended. Tapos Flicker. Parang ano yun Franco na hook Flicker combo. Same feel, Sona.
Yeah, it's basically an upgrade from the Franco's
Yeah.
Iron Hook. You know what I mean? Because tatlo yung nakuha niya, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken. Very impressive gameplay here coming from the side of Skate. See what I'm telling you? Like, it doesn't really show sa kanyang
Yeah.
PDA considering na 15 kills na ang side ng Sage Caritas. Pero yung nabibigay niyang impact kada nandoon siya sa team fight is going to be massive. Kasi isang I am offended lang, automatic meron ka na isang mapipick off dyan kasi Trebi with 704, 9.1k gold lead compare mo sa isang Pakito na 7.2 lang. And most especially, yung level gaps nila dito, 15 versus 13. The skill levels are going to be different. And now, ang pwede na nilang gawin dito ng OLOFU Pirates is to at least pick off one. Pero kung si Ashley naman ang yung madadatnan, mahihirapan talaga kayo dyan. Wala kayong magagawa sa isang Benedetta na madali na lang lumabas at pumasok every single time in terms of team fights.
Yeah, but ito rin nakakainis talaga pag assassin.
Yeah.
Malambot ka, but at the same time, parang yung moments na parang kala mo mahuhuli mo na siya, makakatakas pa rin. Sobrang slithery talaga itong lineup coming in from Sage Caritas. Lalo na, yung items pala dito ng ating Benedetta, full on the physical damage. Meron na siyang Malefic Roar, War Axe, as well as the Bloodlust Axe. So, grabe, going in for the engage. Isang Alecto final blow lang nakita natin kanina. 5-minute mark pa lang, masakit na kay Shy. What more now? Nasa 13th minute mark na tayo. And as I'm saying that, the Luminous Lord is now up for the grabs. And with the map control zone, I think Sage Caritas gets safely secure this, lalo na si Ashley onto the top lane. Kumbaga, nag-clear out siya ng waves. So, Pirates ngayon, mapapaisip sila, will they just stop Ashley? At parang ba mas-stop yung Ashley na to? Dodge that, and also Sage Caritas got the Lord that is now marching onto our top lane. Death game na naman to for the side of Pirates. Woo! 14-minute mark. Grabe, Sona.
Man, oh man. Benedetta is basically having a free game because of the fact na kaya niyang i-dodge pati yung set-up potential na nanggagaling dito kay Nieli Things. Hindi niya magawa yung mga things na kadalasan niyang ginagawa kanina in the first game. Most importantly ngayon, na nakikita natin ngayon, it's very hard to actually do something with the Benedetta still being alive. And now, the Lord is already marching or already knocking dito sa base ng side ng OLOFU Pirates. And Skate, mukhang may binabalak.
Yep, si Skate mukhang may binabalak na ejector pa nga dito si Shy, and syempre that is the target of Sage CARITAS. Without the AoE damage, how can you defend your base successfully? But Skate, once again, nice I am offended onto Midge, and I feel like Pirates going on the full defense, but still, it is time that Sage CARITAS will have to disengage from this. They did get the inhibitor turret. Make that 2 for the side of Sage CARITAS, looking real good sa ating 15th minute mark, and that is still Pirates successfully defending their base. Pero mukhang going in for the engage dito yung Pirates. Nelly Tanks going in for the jump, pero nako, napumubula na dito yung buhay ng aside ng Pirates. Pero si Versailles dito got a shutdown onto Trevi, pero si Ashley unstoppable dito as the Benedetta. And ito yung beauty kung meron kang magaling na isa pang offlane or isang taga-carry ng game. Kung hindi kaya ng core mo, parang siya yung magsa-step up dito. And so far, Ashley with a 605 KD. So it's not just Trevi that you have to watch out for sa side ng Sage CARITAS. It's also Ashley shining as this Benedetta into this game. And hindi na mas mahirap na hulihin itong Benedetta. Naka-immortality pa siya ngayon. So, grabe ang Sage CARITAS. The performance that they have in this game number 2 is really very, very commendable.
Right, looking at the gold lead right now, tatlo na sa kanila. Yung 11k pataas in terms of gold, and 10k lang yung pinakamataas side ng Pirates. So now, they're really asserting their dominance. Feel free to roam around the map. Pero kung mapapansin mo kanina dun sa teamfight na nangyari kanina, it's very interesting kasi nasusustain na unti-unti ni Midge and ni Nieli Things yung damage na naibibigay nila. Yes, Nieli Things, ang laking bagay na meron siyang dominance ay samahan mo pa ng Athena Shield and the immortality for at least more sustain and more defensive health or mechanisms in terms of this matchup. Pero 70 minutes into the game, kung iisipin mo, Sage CARITAS has a kill every minute. So they are really forcing the fights. They are really making sure na yung pick-off potential ay nandun. Pero speaking of pick-off potential, ang hindi nila basta-basta ma-burst down is itong si Ashley. Tama ka 605, ang ganda ng pinapakita. Look, top lane siya ngayon pero mukhang may iba silang plano dito.
Iba talaga yung plano dito as Kate, you will not be able to get out of the hands of Pirates. 5 members yun. Ito na naman yun taga-clear ng lane tapos naabutan ng 4 or 5. The surprise factor, but still Pirates winning that trade, of course. Since Kate, hindi rin natin, katulad nga ng sinasabi mo, hindi natin siya masyado napapansin kasi more onto the assist type. Pero every time pupasok siya for the engage, it's just so nice to watch coming in from the side of Sage CARITAS. Pero still, Pirates, alam nilang kailangan nila gawin dito is the single target pick of si Boss Ron dito. So na medyo masakit na rin ang kanyang item securing and the Holy Crystal, the Feather of Heaven, tama ba ako? At saka yung Blood Wing. So, wow, sakit-sakit na rin dito ni Harden. It's about time na pwede na rin siya sumayaw dito as he will be taken down. Sim for Domi, make that another one. A double kill si Rise. Ito na yung sisabi ko na sayaw. Will that be a triple kill for Boss Ron? But unfortunately, low na dito ang health ng mga members ng Sage CARITAS. Nelly Things goes in though with the bouncing ball. Pero I am offended here by Skate. Will be able to stop Nelly Things from doing Nelly Things again. And with that clash, so that this is Pirates. They can take this Lord, pero I think Trevi, pwede niya makontest to, pero unfortunately, too late. Pirates, pwede pa rin. Hahabol pa rin. Hanggang may tore, may pag-asa pa rin ang Pirates for this game.
One mistake.
Yep.
Ang nakita ko doon, it's an audition eh. Kasi napansin nila kanina, that if they actually pick off some of the members here, kanina they were trying to pick off Ashley. Pero hindi nila yung nagawa because of the fact na ang daming dashes nito. So now, they tried to go for Skate, nakuha nila. Next up, they prioritized their numbers advantage, 5 to 4. They got one more, and now they have the Lord. One mistake, one fatal mistake na nakita natin doon. It already translated into an objective, and now the tides have turned. Yes,
Yep.
they still don't have that inhibitor turrets for both the top lane and the bot lane. Pero the fact that they can freely engage in this one is going to be massive. Lalo na ngayon, nakatalon itong si Nelly Things.
Nyelly things, just doing Nyelly things. Napakaganda ng mga pinapakita ng Pirates this time around, showing us why the newcomers, they're a name that you guys have to watch out for dito sa AcadArena. Buhay pa rin yung Lord, but I feel like Sage CARITAS, they can be able to take down this Lord. Pero nice better airstrike there by Shy. A wonderful position. Naka-flicker out pa nga just to able to get out of the situation, but that is a shutdown though onto
Oh,
Ashley, and
no.
without Ashley into the picture, just Simperdomi and Trebian. No, you they will not be able to defend this turret. Two members na lang yung nandito. Nice ejector though, pero si Trebi rather takes down Shy, and
Oh,
that
no.
is an almost wipeout. Si Simperdomi na lang yung natira dito, and wow! Pirates holding out until the very end. They are still the winners of this series, or this game rather, taking in this series between Sage CARITAS and Pirates with a clean sweep. The discipline from
Wow.
Pirates, the newcomers, the new name here in AcadArena, showing us why they deserve the spot, and they definitely really deserve the spot as they now will advance to the next round.
Hey,
Grabe yung
BK.
turnaround.
It's not how you start, right? It's
Yep.
always how you finish.
Yes.
Pirates really they lived up to their name. They
Mm.
were pirates, they were looking for their loot.
Mm.
They were looking for that one person na magbibigay sa
Yes.
kanila ng panalo. They were looking for one thing lang. And yung goal na yon, doon sila nag-focus, taking Skate in terms of the team fights. And now, ito yung literal na bida. Ito yung literal na nagpabugbog muna sa una. And we have seen
Yep.
that in this game. Most especially now na nakita natin na itong Sage CARITAS, the OGs of the league, ay nag-dominate talaga in the early stages of the game. They know that they have the advantage. They know what they have in store, most especially because they have the Benedetta basically. Kasi andun yung point na hindi talaga makaalis itong si Shai doon sa mid lane. Kasi alam niya na merong pwedeng mag-engage sa kanya. But as soon as that one mistake, that overstaying, that a little bit of overconfidence coming from the side of Sage CARITAS, yun din yung nag-punish coming from their side. Yun din yung nagbigay sa kanila ng sakit ng ulo. If they waited a little bit more for the Lord to at least respond, this came doon sa parts na kailangan talaga niyang ibigay. Kailangan niyang bigyan ng oras, bigyan ng discipline. That point on, Ruby was the one picked off. And then right after that, another engage coming from their side. The only important thing coming from the side of Sage CARITAS is without the Ruby, wala na silang engage potential. And the Pirates, they have so much more to offer with the Lapu-Lapu, with the Kufra. Ang dami nilang engage, ang daming kayang sustain ng damage. And from there, it was a one-way street. The tides have turned, and this is Pirates' game for the taking. Very interesting matchup here.
Yes, tides have turned, of course, in favor of Pirates, sailing the right direction here sa ating AcadArena NCO3. And before we head on to a quick break, of course, shout out to our sponsors. Without our amazing sponsors and partners, NCO 2021 is powered by Globe Telecom, our official telco partner, and Logitech G, our official gaming gear partner. And of course, if you guys want to bring your esports rather to your school, you can do that with the AcadArena Alliance program is here for you. Alliance member clubs get exclusive access to our exclusive tournaments, mentorship, event support, and of course the Globe Esports Scholarship. Learn how to join the Alliance today at acadarena.com/alliance. What a treat from AcadArena. And I believe marami pa tayong treats dito sa AcadArena. I think we do have a scholarship, Sono.
Scholarships indeed. But speaking of which, let us move forward sa ating social media game because as you get your TikTok game on with AcadArena, from campus memes down to the best collegiate streams, make sure to follow us at AcadArena sa TikTok lang yan. So if you are part of our first 1,000 followers, again, the first 1K, you'll get the chance to win some of our weekly giveaways. So make sure to post or tweet with the hashtag AATikTok giveaway. Again, that is hashtag AATikTok giveaway to make your entry count. Very interesting. We're already transitioning into TikTok.
TikTok. And by the way, AcadArena, I'm one of your followers. Yung wala pa kayong 1K, nandun na ako. So baka meron naman ako dyan weekly giveaways. But kidding aside,
Naman.
guys, do check your TikTok after we head on to a short break. This is Burger Kim and Sona. We'll be right back after the short break. Don't go away.
Enrollment eh.
After some time, yung kariton ni Manong Fishball nadagdagan ng may bike.
Hanggang kabilang kalye, nagtitinda na rin kayo, Manong?
Ang notebook.
Sunod na taon, pati menu nadagdagan.
Nax, may squid balls na!
Mahal kasi ang lapis. May kikyaw pa dyan.
Bilib na bilib ako kay Manong Fishball. Akalain mong yung maliit niyang kariton